I'm Jody Dankberg, and we're at US Music Corp in Mundelein, Illinois. This is Vic.
What's going on, Danky?
How you doing, buddy? What you doing here?
Putting a vintage stain.
Oh, is this an N4 vintage?
Yes, it is, a matter of fact.
So it doesn't get vintage by itself, does it?
No, actually, I do all the magics and vintaging in there. So
yeah?
I guess,
What do you do to it?
Well, we use some black stain as colorfully as used right here. So, and then we run a pattern around the body of the guitar.
You do the same pattern every time? Usually?
No, actually we're modifying it a little better so it makes it look a little bit more worn in, so it looks a little bit more authentic.
Gotcha.
But other than that, we let it sit for a day.
What are you doing now?
We're re-oiling it, so for the last procedure before we let it sit for a day, and then we scuff it and have it ready processed.
How do you scuff it?
With a piece of steel wool, because we don't want to fade the stain too much on it, so we just use a little bit, and to make sure that there's any oil residue that's still on the guitar is removed and properly cleaned. And
that's why you get paid the big bucks.
Oh yeah, that's why I'm going to be retiring in style, at Del Boca Vista.
Del Boca Vista. The guitars slowly make their way down here, and here we have Mr. Eric Carroll, who looks like he is fret dressing a WI 566 in white. Am I correct?
Yes, sir.
That's beautiful.
Eric, say hello to the people here.
Hello, hello.
So, Eric, tell them a little bit what you're doing and why you're doing it.
Basically, this guitar gets painted. In order to do that, you have to tape off this fretboard so that the paint doesn't get on there. So what I have to do is remove the tape off of the fretboard without marring the finish up. And at that point too, I also crown and level the frets and polish them, so that's so there's some super fast action on there. The first thing, I just get the neck totally straight, and I do that with a straight edge and using a truss rod. So I'll make sure that everything is flat like this. Then I come across with a block that has the exact same radius as the fretboard does, and what that does is ensure that every fret is the same height exactly. But when you sand it like that, what you're doing is you're recreating a flat spot on top of the fret. So what happens is then you have to come up with this crowning file, which will give you the profile of the fret back.
All right.
So then after that, I mean, this is kind of heavy grit, so you have to then go through various gauges of sandpaper to get them to be like this polished look, Yeah, and then I just finish it with the steel wool, and it cleans up the fretboard and the frets simultaneously. Because there's a lot of places out there that kind of leave their frets a little flat, like Gibson and stuff like that, because in like a mass production setting, they usually don't have this kind of time to devote to this as elaborate as this is, but we're trying to, do that on all our guitars here. So this is like $100 fret job that you would get like if you took it to Guitar Center.
Right. Yeah.
But come with the instrument that way.